Hey guys, it's Miss Sebastian. We are going to be adding fractions with unlike denominators today. So your first one says 1/2 plus 1/4. So the first thing we have to do is find the least common denominator. I know that 2 and 4 can both go into 4 evenly. So I'm going to leave the 4 as the denominator. To make 1/2 a denominator with 4, I'm going to have to multiply the bottom by 2 to get 4. Then I have to do the same to the top. 1 times 2 is 2. So now when I add 2 plus 1 is 3, and I leave the denominator. So my answer is 3/4. Number 2. I've got 7/30ths and 9/20ths. Okay, I need to find the least common denominator. And I know that 30 times 2 is 60, and 20 can go into 60 as well. So I want to try to make my denominator 60 on both of these. To get to 60, I'd have to multiply 20 times 3. So I'm going to do the same to the top. 9 times 3 is 27. For 30 to get to 60, I had to multiply by 2, so I have to do the same thing to the top. So now all I have to do is add. 14 plus 27 is 41 over 60. Number 3, I've got 4 9ths plus 3 7ths. The only multiple of 9 and 7 that they have in common is 63. So I know that's my least common multiple. To get there, I had to multiply 9 by 7, so I have to multiply 4 by 7 as well, and I get 28. To get there by 7, I had to multiply by 9, so I have to do that to the top as well. So now all I have to do is add. 8 plus 7 is 15, so I'm carrying that 1. 2 plus 2 is 4, plus that 1 is 5. So my answer is 55 over 63. Okay, number 4. Find the sum. I'm adding 4/5 plus 2 9ths. Okay, our least common multiple of 5 and 9 is 45. So I have to figure out what I multiply. 5 times what gives me 45? That's 9. So since I did it to the bottom, I have to do it to the top to keep that as an equivalent fraction. 4 times 9 is 36. 9 times what gives me 45? That would be 5. So I have to multiply the top as well. And I do get 10. When I add these together, 36 and 10, I get 46. Now this is an improper fraction because the top is bigger than the bottom. The numerator is greater than that denominator. So I have to say, okay, 45 can go into 46 one time with how many left over? It has 1 left over. So I put that 1 over the denominator. So my answer is 1 and 1/45. Okay, number 5. I've got 3 9ths plus, I see 5/15. Wait a second, let's go ahead and write this. I see that 3 9ths can be simplified. Both the top and the bottom can be divided by 3. So 3 divided by 3 gives me 1. 9 divided by 3 gives me 3. 15 can be divided by 5 as well as the top. It can be simplified too. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 15 divided by 5 is 3. So really, I'm adding 1/3 and 1/3. And that's 2/3. Number 6, I've got 2/3 plus 1/12. 3 and 12 have a least common multiple of 12. So the first one stays the same. And 3 times 4 gives me 12, so I have to multiply the top as well by 4. 2 times 4 is 8. So now all I have to do is add. 8 plus 1 is 9. The denominator always stays the same, but I see that I can divide both the top and the bottom of this one by 3 to simplify. So 9 divided by 3 gives me 3, and 12 divided by 3 gives me 4. So my answer would be 3/4. Number 7, we've got 3 25ths plus 6 75ths. Okay, I do see that both 6 and 75 can be divisible by 3. So I'm going to divide the top and the bottom by 3. I want it to be a simplified fraction. So 6 divided by 3 gives me 2. 75 divided by 3 gives me 25. So now I've got a common denominator, and I can just add 3 plus 2 gives me 5 25ths. To simplify that, I can divide both the top and the bottom by 5. And my answer is 1/5. Okay, I've got 3/8 plus 2/6. My least common denominator between 8 and 6 is 24. So to get there, I had to multiply by 3 on the 8, so I do it on the top as well. And on 6, I had to multiply by 4, so I have to do it on the top as well. 3 times 3 is 9. 2 times 4 is 8. So now all I have to do is add the numerators. 9 plus 8 is 17/24.